Hi guys! So today I'm going to start off by reading Never Smile at a Monkey by Steve Jenkins. And I want you to think about what could happen if you smiled at a monkey and watch for the surprisingly dangerous animals in this book. Everyone knows that tigers, crocodiles, sharks, and other large predators are dangerous. Many smaller animals are also well-known threats. People do their best to avoid rattlesnakes, black widow spiders, and piranhas, to just name a few. This book is about creatures, both large and small, whose dangerous nature may not be so obvious. Their teeth, claws, spines, and venom can be deadly to an unsuspecting or careless human. What makes these animals so dangerous? And what should you never do if you encounter one of them? Never pet a platypus. This peculiar looking animal appears harmless, even comical, as it waddles about. The platypus, however, is the only poisonous mammal. It has venomous spurs, and it's on its hind legs. It can give you a very painful jab. If you notice one of these beautifully patterned shells on the seafloor, you might be tempted to pick it up. That would be a big mistake. The cone shell hunts and defends itself with poison barbs that can be launched like harpoons. The barbs are so poisonous that you can die within minutes of being stabbed. Never collect a cone shell. I want you to look at the platypus and the cone shell. Do they look dangerous? How are they alike? In what way do they protect themselves? Never harass a hippopotamus. Hippos kill more people in Africa than any other wild animal. If a hippopotamus finds its path to the water blocked, or if it thinks that its baby is threatened, it will charge, attacking with an enormous mouth and long tusks. A box jellyfish, that is. Most jellyfish can sting people, but the box jellyfish, also known as a sea wasp, is in a class by itself. Even the smallest contact with its stinging tentacles causes intense pain. If you are unlucky enough to become really entangled with a box jellyfish, you can die very quickly. Never jostle a jellyfish. Normally, stingrays do not attack people, but if you step on a stingray or frighten it by swimming too close, you can be seriously injured. Or, if you're really unlucky, killed. The ray can drive its long, poisonous spine deep into the body of an animal or human that it perceives as a threat. Never step on a stingray. Remember that jostle means to push or bump into something. Why shouldn't you jostle a jellyfish? What could happen if you jostle a stingray? This large, homely amphibian is gently insect eater. It's harmless, except for two large sacs of venom on its neck. If pressed, these pouches squirt out a blinding and sometimes deadly poison. Never clutch a cane toad. The pufferfish can inflate itself like a prickly balloon, but that's not what makes it so dangerous. This fish's flesh contains a deadly toxin. And unless you know exactly what you're doing, cooking and eating it can kill you. Never poach a pufferfish. Never cuddle a cub. Black bears try to avoid people and are rarely aggressive. One exception is a mother bear that thinks her cubs are in danger. Bear cubs are fuzzy and cute, and you might want to get a closer look or even foolishly try to pet one. Since the mother bear is usually nearby, this is not a good idea. I want you to look at how Steve Jenkins, our author, made these bear illustrations. What do you see that he has done with the paper to create the bear's fur? Never stare at a spitting cobra. If you come across this hooded, hissing reptile, you'll probably suspect that it is dangerous. What you might not realize is that it can spit its venom accurately for more than 8 feet. It aims for the eyes, and its poison can cause intense pain, even permanent blindness. The colorful caterpillar will turn into a harmless brown moth. But until that happens, look out. If your skin touches its hairy bristles, you'll feel an intense burning sensation. Without immediate medical attention, weakness, severe illness, and death can follow. Never caress an electric caterpillar. The cassowary is a flightless bird that stands as tall as a man. Though it is shy and avoids people, a surprised or cornered cassowary can deliver a lethal kick with its sharp claws. You should never corner this animal. The African buffalo, a relative of the domestic cow, is one of the most dangerous large animals in the world. It has sharp hooves, long horns, and extremely nasty temper. It's not enough to stay out of the African buffalo's way. If you are anywhere near its vicinity, this unpredictable animal may attack you without warning. Never antagonize an African buffalo. As I'm reading this book, I want you to think what this book is all about. All the warnings have told you what happens if you bother an animal. What do you think antagonize means? What might happen if you antagonize a buffalo? This coral reef fish has a razor-sharp spine on either side of its tail. If frightened, it whips its tail back and forth, slashing with its spines. The tang is a popular aquarium fish, but it must be handled with great care. Even a small tang can give you a serious injury, and a large tang can inflict life-threatening wounds. Never touch a tang. This octopus is small, enough to rest in the palm of your hand. Unfortunately, it also is one of the world's most poisonous animals. It can inflict a bite with a beak so sharp that at first you might not notice that you would have been bitten. Without medical help, you can be killed by the venom of the blue-ringed octopus in less than 1 hour. Never bother a blue-ringed octopus. The male kangaroo defends itself by boxing with its front legs or balancing on its tail and kicking out with its back feet. When it's really riled up, a kangaroo can deliver a kick powerful enough to cave in the person's chest. Never confront a kangaroo. This poisonous lizard is normally slow moving, but it can react with surprising speed if it is alarmed. It latches onto prey, predator, or unlucky human with powerful jaws. It doesn't have fangs, so it chews its venom into a bite with its teeth. Never badger a bearded lizard. Especially not if it's a Humboldt squid. This fierce ocean predator can be longer than a full-grown man, and its tentacles are lined with thousands of sharp teeth. The Humboldt squid attacks at high speed, whipping its tentacles around a victim and tearing out chunks of flesh with a sharp, parrot-like beak. Never swim with a squid. And a final word of advice, never smile at a monkey. If you smile at a roost monkey, it may interpret your show of teeth as aggressive gesture and respond violently. Even a small monkey can give you a serious bite with its long, sharp fangs. How does this explain how Steve Jenkins chose his title? Then if we look in the back of the book, we have a lot more facts about these animals, right? So this is the book, Never Smile at a Monkey by Steve Jenkins. In some ways, this book makes some animals seem scary and others funny. Which ones scared you? Which ones made you smile? Why do animals do things that are dangerous to people or animals? What is Steve Jenkins' message? I hope you enjoyed reading this book with me today. Never smile at a monkey.